Good afternoon, boys and girls. We're on lesson 96, using reciprocals to divide. Let me see if we can get closer. There you go. Using reciprocals to divide. So our objective for today is to use reciprocals to divide fractions. Here's your math joke, which is the teacher says, whoever answers my question can go home. And so one boy throws his bag out the window. And the teacher yells, who just threw that? And then the boy says, me. I'm going home now. All right. Not really a math joke, but school joke. Anyway, so we have been teaching you about reciprocals and dividing fractions, okay? And so this is just kind of a continuation of what you probably already know how to do. So when we divide fractions, what we're going to do is you have 2/3 divided by 1/2, right? So instead of dividing, what we do is we actually times it by the reciprocal. So you change your division sign to a multiplication sign, and then you times it by the reciprocal. Okay, so you have 2/3 times 2/1. Okay, and you just multiply across, then you'll have 4/3. Okay, and that's your answer. Well, then you have to reduce your answer. Make sure that it's a mixed number because we don't answer in improper fractions unless the answer calls for that. We're going to simplify it. And so 3 goes into 4 one time, and then you have 1 left over. And so you have 1 and 1/3 is your answer for that. So basically, when you're multiplying or when you're dividing fractions, you're going to actually just multiply by the reciprocal. Okay? Multiply by the reciprocal, which is the flipping of the denominator and numerator. All right. So now, yesterday we learned how to find the reciprocal of a number. And we found out also that the denominator of a whole number is always 1, right? So if we're going to divide 2 by 2/3, what we have to do is first we're going to times it by the reciprocal, but we need to create this into a fraction. So it's 2/1, right? Because any whole number over 1 is itself. So 2 becomes 2/1, and then we're going to times it by the reciprocal. Okay? So we're going to flip this. Okay? And then it's 2. This is supposed to be multiplication, okay? So 2 times 3 is 6, and then 1 times 2 equals 2. And so your answer, simplified, is 6 divided by 2 equals 3. Okay, so 2/3 of 2 is 3. Okay? If you have any questions about this, go ahead and write those questions in the back, and we will work on it in class. Now, here's your lesson practice. Remember, when we divide fractions, we're actually just timesing by or multiplying by the reciprocal, which is this first one would be 1/3 times 2/1. Okay, and then make sure you simplify all your answers, meaning make sure that you don't have an improper fraction, you actually have a mixed number. Okay? All right, guys, have a great night, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.